What is going on, everyone? Thank you for coming back to the channel. It has been quite a while. I've missed y'all. It is Hunty Platinum here. As you can see, we're bringing some Ape Escape, some very classic gameplay back from 1999 to today. Let's get into it. So, for those who haven't played Ape Escape, like myself, this is the first time I've ever gone through this game. Let's see here. Oh, I don't think I've actually... Let me just go ahead and load this. This is my latest save here. So I'm going to give you guys kind of a rundown really quick of what the game's about before we dive into these trophies here. So, this game is about a sentient monkey escaping using a time travel device that wasn't fully ready to be used, going back in time, trying to stop humanity from becoming the dominant species of the planet. And you are playing as a 10-year-old kid named Spike, who just so happened to get caught up in all of this and have to go through a whole bunch of different stages, as you can see here on the screen, to clear out the monkeys, get them captured, set them back to the time that they belong, which is our time, and stop the big bad monkey named Spectre. Right, so I have one monkey on this level here yet. So let's go ahead and show you a little bit of the gameplay before we dive into these trophies. As you play through the game, you're going to get a whole bunch of neat little gadgets. As you see in my inventory here, you can go ahead and hit the pause button, hit gadgets, and these are the things you're going to unlock throughout the game. Now, each one of these gadgets has a trophy tied to them as you unlock them. Each does something different, so here I'm going to give you a little bit of gameplay to kind of let you see a little bit of how each of these works. We're going to start here with the stun baton. This is the first thing you're going to get, right? You didn't see that. You just go ahead and hit, and actually it gives me a perfect opportunity, so you don't, yeah, I meant to do that. You have no proof of saying otherwise, right? Those things there are cookies. Let me get that before it goes away. Those, and you see it in the left here, upper left, oh my god, I can't speak. That is what your health bar is basically made out of. So these right here, these like Dorito looking things, they give you more of your lives. Now you can get a full life automatically by picking up a shirt. As you can see here, the shirt that I'm wearing, you'll see this as a drop throughout the world, and you'll be able to get an extra life for it. But don't worry, just because like this is also one of the classic games, like Sly Cooper and whatnot, you could just hit the actual regular pause button on your, or options button they call it, on your PlayStation 5 controller, and you could just rewind. So let's say I wanted to rewind to before I got hit, like there, I could just start right there, go right back to where we were. Next, let's go ahead and continue. Show you a little bit more of the game. This here is the speed hoop. This essentially lets you run like the Flash for a little bit of time. Your slingshot, this will allow you to hit enemies from a distance. However, I don't see an enemy because I'm stupid. Right there, boom, I can't aim for nothing. Boom, look at that. See, beautiful. You have three different types. The explosion and the rockets. The rockets will target and follow. These are just explosions, so whatever it hits, it'll just explode immediately. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch to gadgets. This here's your Sky Flyer. And rotating the R3, see, it allows you to hover in the air for a minute. Now we can also use this to get up here. So I can show you this. This is the time net. Boom! Look at that. That's how we capture the monkeys. Capturing all the monkeys completes the stage, as you see, just like here. However, since that was my last monkey, that will be a complete clear. So you're not going to be able to get all the monkeys the first time through. That's just how it's going to be. You have to beat the game at least once in order to 100% be level as it did here. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the trophies. Then I'll come back. I'll give you some tips and tricks. As you see, I have 33 lives. Let's get it. Alrighty, so first up on the list is called Rookie Catcher. This is for capturing your first monkey. So just like you've seen at the end of my intro clip there, you saw me capture a monkey just on the top of that cliff. It's the same kind of deal, just use the time net like I showed you. Alright, Penny Pincher, this is for collecting your first Spectre coin. Now, you're going to want to try and collect as many of these as possible because these are required for, I want to say, 6 trophies. Now here, like I said, you get each trophy, or you get these trophies for each gadget. This one here is for obtaining the water net, so that way you can actually capture them in water. You swim, you hit, I think it's R3, that shoots out a net to capture them, just like the time net. Who are you looking for? Obtain the monkey radar. In between each mission that you get these new gadgets, you'll get sent to the training room, learn how to use it really quick, and then you'll be sent out on the actual mission. This next one here is actually just kind of showing you how it works. As you can see, I had to use the slingshot to defeat those enemies. Now it's allowing me to go back out to the next mission, and then you'll see after this clip here ends. Oh yeah, I should also mention that each of those mailboxes usually has a useful tip or two. You might want to always try and get that. So once you complete each level of training, you get the gadget related trophy. That one was for obtaining the slingshot, and it loads you right into the level that it wants you to start using it on. This is like I showed you in the opening, the super hoop. Do the hula is for completing the training and obtaining the hula hoop. A lot of these trophies are kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie, these are very easy. I completed all this in 7 hours. It's a really fun and addicting game though. Take to the skies. What I used to get on top of that cliff earlier is the sky flyer, which is what you see me getting the trophy here for obtaining it. This one here is for capturing 50 monkeys. Now here's a really good tip. You see how I'm crawling? You hit the left stick in, or L3 for those who are more familiar with controllers, to get to crawl and capture the monkeys. Now again, the training or the challenge coins, like I was telling you, this is what they're tied to. I got 10 of them. This is for some of these other trophies. These are mini games. You don't actually have to play them, you just have to go and start them and the trophy will pop. For those hard to reach places is obtaining the RC car. It's really awesome to use in some of these levels here to get the monkeys out, to get certain things that may be a little bit more of a pain, or to see if you can, you know, make sure you can go that way instead of just dying. Pro Catcher, this is for capturing 100 of the monkeys. This next trophy here coming up is for collecting 20 of the Spectre coins. I keep calling them challenge coins. It doesn't really matter. It's the same deal. This now unlocks the second mini game. Here in just a second, I'll be returning to show you. Here we go. This is Warrior Monkey. This is for playing. This is what's called the Spectre Boxing minigame. The first minigame was Ski Kids Racing. So as you see here, it helps, and you can just instantly rewind, continue on. Like I said, you don't need to play the mini games. It doesn't help you at all. Put 'em up is obtaining the magic punch. You only get this one after you beat the game for the first time, and then load into a level again. Doesn't matter what level. It could be the very first one, it could be the last one. Money bags, this is for collecting 40 Spectre coins here. This is the last one you need. There are 60 in total in the game. You do not need to collect all 60, thankfully, for the platinum. And now, speaking of said platinum, here is the last trophy, Space Monkey. This is for stepping on the start button for the actual minigame to go. And here it is one more time, just to rub it in, just to celebrate the No Ape Can Escape, collecting all the trophies in Ape Escape. There it is. There it is, our platinum. Now, if you enjoy, please hit that like, subscribe button, and comment here before Sammy gets here for a shout out in my next video.